Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another episode of the show that keeps you entertained with anything relationships related. My name is Berlin, your host with the most, and without further ado, let's dive into today's episode. So how are you guys doing? I hope life is good. I hope that you are getting by so well. And all I can say for myself is I'm here, so life is not so bad. So today's episode is going to be a bit different because I think if you're an OG follower, you know a little bit about me. A f- I think I did one episode on relationships with myself and another one on midnight thoughts where I kind of opened up a bit on who I am and what's going on in my life. So I decided to do get to know me tag by myself. And yeah, so I asked you guys a couple of days back to ask me questions, and I got, I don't know, a very few questions, and I wanted to make it a whole video. So I came up with other questions to help you guys gauge and understand and know me better, even as you proceed to listen to me now and in the future. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and let's dive into today's episode. So I have a couple of questions. I think 10. I might add you a bonus, but for now, let's say there are 10 questions. And I'd like to start with the first one. Who is Berlin? So who is Berlin? Honestly, guys, I don't know. I've never known how to describe who Berlin is because I don't think I've gotten to that point in life where I truly know who I am and what I want, if that's something. And I know most of my peers have already figured out that part of their lives, and it's great for them. But for me, I'm still on a journey, and I'm trying to understand who I am and to define myself the way that I want. Yeah. But to answer that question, basically, I'm a daughter. So I'm a daughter. I'm a friend. I'm a sister. I don't even know if I'm answering that question right, but I'm an introverted, kind of extroverted person. Like I have both personalities depending on where I am. And I like music. I like doing podcasts and listening to podcasts. And I love dessert so much. I don't know if that describes who Berlin is, but I think that is what I've established about myself for now. Yeah. So the second question is, what do people misunderstand about you the most? Hey, this one was asked by one of you guys, by the way. So, what do people misunderstand about me the most? Ah, is there something? Nah, no. I don't think a lot of things that I do are open. Oh, yeah. I have one. Some people think that I'm so confident because I started this podcast, and like, if you find me in my element around the people that I'm close to, I look so confident. Hey, but deep down, I'm a very shy person. And that confidence is just as a result of those in my surrounding. I think people think that I'm so confident, but I'm not. Yeah. Uh, how would your parents describe what you do? Honestly, I don't think they have an idea of what I do. I don't think. First off, my dad is not. I'm not so young, so our parents are not that well conversant with social media. And in my case, my dad anajua tu Facebook na WhatsApp. Hata WhatsApp, he does not view status often. So even if I send them a link of what I do, I don't think he'll get it. So he totally has no idea of what I do. My mom, on the other hand, is kind of .com. Tunasema .com, yeah. She kind of knows how to navigate some of those apps, and she actually follows my Instagram account and the podcast account. So I think she has an idea, though I don't know if she actually knows what I do. And I often record when no one is around. So yeah, that's also something. So they don't know that. Another one, tell me about the 3 most influential people in your life and how they impacted you. So, 3 most influential people in my life. I'll have to say my parents, of course. Yeah, those guys are supportive, despite the fact that they don't actually know what I'm doing. They have not judged. Sijakalishwa chini niambie, by the way, nimesikia ukifanya hivi na hivi, no. They're supportive in their own kind of way. And I'll say this every time. I'm so grateful for my parents, and I wouldn't have it anyway. So they're my number one most influential people, because a lot of things that I do is as a result of how they taught me to do things. Another influential person in my life is my best friend. She's not in the country right now, but she's the one who actually pushed me to start this podcast. I'm sure I mentioned it some time back, but yeah, she sent me this post by Anchor. I use Anchor to record my audio podcast, and she told me anyone can be a podcaster. And I was like, so I can start. And then she was like, yeah, you just start and then we'll see how it goes. So ever since then, she's been, motivating me. Saa zingine I post kwa TikTok. I post some of the bits of my episodes on TikTok, and she likes it, and then after some time ananitumianga screenshots and she's like, hey, see, you've gotten 100 views on your TikTok. And I'm like, wait, what? I can, people are actually looking at my stuff. So she has played a very important role in impacting how this podcast has come to be, and I'll be forever grateful. I'll never forget that. So yeah, shout out to you, Olive. Thank you for making me realize that this is actually what I want. Yeah. Another group, I don't have specific people. I thrive best in groups. Another group of influential people in my life are my siblings. You guys, I'll bring them on here, all of them, so that you can see all of them in their elements and get to know why I'm saying they're important in my life. Yeah, I've had 2 of them featured in some of my podcasts, my small sister Vanessa and Sydney. Sydney was featured this season, yeah. They're supportive, yeah. It's just that they're not around right now, but remember when I did the video episode with Sydney was so willing to be part of it, and the videographer was also my brother. Yeah, those are the 3 most influential people in my life. My parents, my best friend, and my siblings for now. But I don't think that will change. The rest will be number 4, 5, 6 and above. Yeah. So the next question, what is a funny story your family tells about you that you'd like to share? Funny story about me. My parents have been telling me that when I was young, I did not sikuwa msumbufu. Like, I was a very understanding child, sort of. But when I was a toddler, I was very strict. So there's this cousin of mine that used to stay with us, and sikuwa nimeanza hata kwenda shule. I was not even going to school already. And then he used to cry a lot, and he was pissing me off. So whenever he was crying, ama akinyimwa kitu anaanza kulia, I will stand up and tell him, wewe, hebu acha kulialia, sijui unapenda kulialia what, and he would listen to me and shut up. Makiu, I was barely 3 years. Yeah, less than 3 years. So they're like, when you were young, you are so confident and so outspoken. And then I wonder what happened. But yeah, that is a story that I think it's worth sharing. I don't know what happened along the way. And it turns out that my cousin is more confident than me. But I used to mnyamazisha, nilikuwa namwambia wewe acha kulia, and he will stop. And I'm older than him by 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. I'm older than him by 2 years. And right now he's some amazing human somewhere out there. Yeah, but that is one of the stories that my parents have been telling me. And I thought you should know. I was a very strict child. Yeah. Another question that I was asked was, what does your morning routine look like? Guys, I think mimi when God was creating me, he was like, unafaa kuwa boy, lakini let me make you be a girl. Because mimi, I don't understand morning routines. Like, why are people putting a lot of things on their faces? I'm not against anybody, by the way. If that's what you like, just do it. Lakini mimi, honestly, I don't have a morning routine. Unless you want me to tell you, I wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, nipake mafuta kwa mdomo, isikauke. Yeah, and then go on ahead with other chores. But morning routine ya sijui face routine, sijui what, I don't have. Honestly, I don't have. I think I was meant to be a boy, but yeah, I'm starting to embrace my feminine side a lot, because even at home, we are a lot of girls. We are like 5 girls and 2 boys. But most of the time, when things happen, my mom likes to say, ati, we tukuweke kwa boys. Like, I'm not so into a lot of girly things. But I'm starting to embrace the feminine side, and I'm thinking of starting to learn how to do makeup. And if it works, no, I'll show you my progress. But yeah, I'm starting to embrace the feminine side. So maybe I'll have a morning routine in a year. Yeah. Another question. What is your favorite holiday movie? And what does it say about you? Holiday. Do I have a holiday movie? I think I like Girls Trip. I don't know if you've watched, but Girls Trip is such a nice girl. What do I say? It's a girls group kind of movie. I don't know. I've told you guys that I thrive best in groups. I have always thrived best when I'm in a group than when I'm alone. So most of the time, lots of the movies that I watch are not about a person making it on their own. I'm always drawn towards movies where people make it together as a group, people stick together. So my favorite movie of all times that I'm almost niko karibu kushika all the words in the movie is Girls Trip. By the way, if you've not watched Girls Trip, yeah, check it out. It's a nice movie. Yeah. So I think it's good to say that it brings out the thriving in groups part of me. Yeah. So Girls Trip is my favorite movie. Okay. Another thing. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten? The best. It doesn't have to be from. Okay. The best compliment that I've ever gotten is that I have cute eyes. Guys, do you see? They're cute, right? I also think my eyes are my best feature in my body. But do you see? I have. Oh, sorry for my audio. Yeah, the best compliment that I got that I loved so much is that I have cute eyes. I know I have cute eyes. Yeah. So yeah, that was my best compliment. I'm almost winding up. So the other question. What's your favorite childhood memory? I have a lot of favorites, but yeah, I have one. Let me share this one. When we were growing up, when I was so young, we used to stay in Migori County, and Kisii. I don't know if you're Kenyan, you know. From Migori County, you can go to Kisii County. So on weekends, mostly on Sundays, my dad used to take us out. We'd go to Kisii, we go shopping, we go and eat, and the favorite thing about the entire thing was the fact that nilikuwa naenda kula chips kuku. Yeah. I was so young. I think nilikuwa class 3, but we would go all of us. Alafu tulikuwa wadogo, so all of us will fit in the car. And yeah, we'll drive to Kisii on Sundays after tumefanya thorough cleaning. And then they do a little bit of shopping, and then we go to a hotel. And the funny thing is, during the week, we'll plan prior with my siblings. We'll be like, mimi leo sitakula chips kuku. I'll order something else. When we got there, everybody was like, nikuletea nini? Chips kuku. Yeah, it was something to look forward to every Sunday, unless my parents had prior engagements. But if they had no appointments, every Sunday we will go out to eat. I really miss those times. We grew up and became big that we could not all of us fit in the car. I don't know. But yeah, it stopped at some point and I really miss that. But that's my favorite childhood memory. The Sundays at Kisii, tukikula chips kuku, and then we go back home. Yeah, that's my favorite childhood memory. Okay, the next thing. If you could be remembered for one thing, what will it be? This is getting deep. I think I'd like to be remembered as the girl who actually stumbled on a lot of passions, trying to look for what best described her until she eventually found it, and I don't know, brought change, embraced it and enjoyed it. Yeah, in short, I want to be remembered by my podcast. I want it to thrive. I want it to clearly portray who I am and help somebody out there who actually needs it and entertain people who love podcasts. So that is something that I want to be remembered with for now. I think the list will, grow and become more. So I have 2 more to go. And the second last question is, if you could go back and give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what will it be? 18. Just do it. Berlin, just do it. You never know. Let me tell you guys, before I actually decided that podcasting was what I was going to do, I've had a lot of passions. That's why when I said I want something to be remembered with, is that I stumbled across a lot of my passions and eventually got to the one that actually describes me. I did a lot of things. I started a YouTube channel, but I deleted all the videos. I still retain the YouTube channel. It's where I'll post this, of course. I started a YouTube channel without knowing actually what I was going to do. And at that moment, I was like, I can do YouTube. I see everybody's doing YouTube. Why not me? And then after I posted my first video, I felt so awkward. I don't like myself in front of a camera. I was like, so how am I going to be a YouTuber without, camera? And then I stopped that. I love writing a lot. And then after the YouTube channel, I started writing. I have even a website. It's called a website, yeah. That I wrote. I wrote some pieces. And then after some time, I was just tired. So I was like, I love writing, but ninachoka. So how can I actually make that work? And then the story of a podcast came. And then I was like, okay, it's something that I can do. I don't have to be in front of the camera all the time. And I can actually write down what I want to portray and portray it easily, because typing and writing and editing is kind of hard. So that's when I landed into podcast, and I'm actually loving it. I think it's what I was meant to do. So an advice to my 18-year-old self is just do it. If I had not tried YouTube, I wouldn't know that I'm bad at it. If I had not tried writing, I wouldn't know that it's hectic and I was not actually built for it, despite the fact that I love writing. So Berlin, just do it. Yeah. So the last question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where will it be? Hawaii. No, Hawaii. Yeah. For some reason, I hate cold. Yeah, whenever it's cold season, sijui inakwanga tu, it cannot end without me getting sick. So I like, in short, I'm drawn towards the beach a lot, towards sunshine. So I like a place that is always hot. Not super hot, but hot. And Hawaii is very beautiful. Hawaii is on my bucket list. Maybe nitaenda huko honeymoon nikiolewa, or I don't know. But I think Hawaii will be the place that I would want to go. And I would like to live, if that's possible. Yeah, so I've come to the end of this episode. No. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot one important question. And that was, what is it like being a podcaster? Yeah, so it's not easy, by the way. And it's not so hard if it's something you enjoy. I enjoy talking to nobody. Yeah, it's hard when you feel at some point it gets so hard because it's not motivating enough. People are maybe not drawn to your content and you're worried of kwani naekea nani content. But if you actually like it, I don't mind. Sometimes I get very few views and listens on my episodes and I'm like, yeah, I'll just do another one next time. Maybe that one will hit. But it's something I like. Let me tell you guys, in my free time, kama sina kitu ya kufanya, sijui sina movie, sina data, nakanga chini naanza kusikiza episodes. Then I'm like, did I say that? I'm wise? Yeah. Things like that. So far, it's hectic, but I'm loving it. So being a podcaster is not that hard. Yeah. And that's the final question, and I'm not adding any other question. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm grateful for the love you've been showing me, and for listening and watching my episodes. Yeah. Don't forget to follow our Instagram account at Relationships with Berlin. Mine is at Award Berlin. And don't also forget to tune in every second and third Sunday of the month to get a dose of these episodes. Yeah, follow us our YouTube channel. Yeah. Bye guys, that's all for today and see you on the next one.